Welcome back, guys, to the This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn, and my handsome co-host is
Rollie Vogues.
And our special guest today is
Krystall Poppin, baby.
Sir KP.
What's up?
Finally, we got you on the house.
Because he's always like talking about you, and I'm always like, oh yeah, because he's been telling me like, oh, about you, but I don't think I've ever actually like met you.
Yeah.
Because he always goes by himself.
Oh yeah, to the shows and stuff. No, I've been wanting. I love what you guys are doing. It's amazing, and I'm just happy. I'm happy that you guys have.
I know. I'm so happy that I finally get to like. I mean, I've seen you on Instagram, but now I feel like I can have like a physical like vision of you. Yeah,
where we actually meet. I love it, and I love the vibes in here. Thank you guys for sure.
It's a little hot for me though.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
We were just talking earlier. Like I've been outside all day, so like I appreciate this. The air feels
but you
good.
stay hot.
I do stay hot, man. Honestly, I kind of want to put the house at like 68.
Oh man!
I know.
Honestly.
Literally, I'll wake up and I have to put like my robe right away, and then my son sees me and he's like, "I'm cold." So I'm like, he has like two robes too, because it's like
he gets hot fast too, though.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
That's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think we could just get started with your latest project.
Cool.
So,
Let's talk about that.
So my latest project, Flavors, we're in the merch right here. I just dropped it June 10th. It's been out for a week already today. So shout out to everyone that's been listening to it and jamming it and stuff. It's I featured my girl Big Jade on it as well. She's a artist from Beaumont. And we met out here through mutual management, and we decided to make a project together. So now it's out finally. I'm really happy with it, and right now I'm just pushing it.
Yeah.
I got the first single out. It's called 32 Flavors, and we flipped a Crime Mob song, which it came out really dope. We got a video on that, and then I just dropped my second lead single, which is called Krystall Poppin, and that video just came out too. So
that's the one I was listening to.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Where y'all shot that video, that Krystall Poppin, right?
Yeah.
It was at a club, right?
Yeah.
I think I went to work. I seen y'all post on y'all stories and that y'all were there shooting the video. And the next day I worked like right across the street from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, like that's so crazy. Like they were just
spot.
there. Yeah. Or like that's the spot from yesterday. Like damn,
cool.
as well.
It's cool.
But
yeah, we're gonna be there tonight actually. So,
oh, for real?
Yeah, y'all wanna come?
No, we gotta set up for tomorrow.
Okay.
Honestly, when he's like, since we're doing like your podcast right now, we have a pop-up tomorrow that's literally like all day.
That's right.
You know? So we were supposed to have like the couches over there today.
Oh man.
So then the host Terry, he's like, why don't y'all just sit down like Indian style?
Yeah, he's like, bring the couches today and y'all just sit Indian style. And I'm like, damn, bro.
I'm like, no, we can't do that. Like literally everything in here is going to the pop-up tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys gonna do the podcast there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so tight.
So we'll be doing like 10-minute segments with all the vendors. Well, the ones that I want to get on there, and then like even the guests that are gonna be walking in and
like
out.
Some random people like.
Yeah, just asking them like, where you coming from? Like, what are you doing here? What are you looking forward to? Like,
that's amazing.
You know, just to get the podcast out there more. You know,
for sure. For sure. And I definitely be seeing you guys on IG. Like, even on people I don't follow, like, I'll see you guys set up, and I'm like, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's all Roland. He's very, like, about social media.
That's dope. Yeah.
So I listened to the album in full today.
Dope.
And
what'd you think?
It's cool. Like, it's a very, like, club heavy, right? Like, sound.
Yeah, for sure.
So is that, like, your regular sound, or would you say, like, that's just a collaborative thing that y'all ended up doing?
I feel like it's my regular sound for sure. I definitely took, I had a big say in like the direction and everything. So I wanted to make a project, a body of work that was specifically for the clubs and for high energy performance, because all my music before, I was more focusing on like being lyrical, and being more like in my rapper bag and stuff, especially like when I'm with GT making music and stuff. But I really, really wanted to aim for something that's just dope for the club. Like, boom, like give it to the DJ and it just goes. So that's what my focus was. And I'm finally happy that I got that out. You know what I'm saying? I think later on, I'm going to put out another project like with a bunch of bangers. And then once it starts getting cold in wintertime, I really want to do like in my feelings, like
that makes sense just because it's the whole summer vibe right now, you know. So did you come up with this like the plan by yourself?
Well, a lot of it is like driven, like by what I wanted to do. But I definitely have a team around that was like, I'd give them an idea and then we just kind of build off of it for sure. But as far as like the songs that were chosen, like I chose them and then I took them to everybody. Like these are the ones I want to put on there. Me and Jade ended up making like 11 tracks. And these are the 7 that I decided. I was like, yeah. And then I chose the order. I chose the name. I drew the merch by hand.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about
like,
it. Yeah,
that's badass.
I made a little. Oh, I got you guys a present.
Thank you
for sure. So
Yeah.
here, maybe y'all wanna open it for
open
sure. I'm really proud of it because I've always wanted to put my drawings on merch.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's
and
dope.
That's badass.
because I've drawn like forever, and finally got there's
There's
more
extras?
stuff. There's more stuff in the bag.
I'll open one. So I can like,
You know, I
yo, bro. Yo, shout out Mauricio, cause he's the one that like.
shout out Mauricio.
So
we have him on the wall.
Oh yeah, I saw his interview was the one that was popping
Yeah.
up when I was
Oh,
seeing
yeah?
you guys. Yeah,
He's pretty cool.
tight. Yeah,
that's
so
hard.
That's
I
badass.
drew an image for each song on the tape. So each of them has its little thing. There's more stuff in the bag, and you'll see I got some really cool things. I'll be selling a lot of this stuff in person.
shit.
Yeah, I usually have it on me.
That's
So
crazy.
if you see me,
These are
guys,
so cute.
yeah,
Just stickers.
those are a little sticker pack.
Okay,
Dope,
badass.
dope.
Yeah, so that I wanted
Got
to definitely give that to you because, Rollie, you've supported, throughout the time that we've known each other, and like you designed one of my favorite merch shirts for me, and
for sure.
it's still my favorite to this day. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like not even this one is my favorite. Like the one you made is my favorite for sure, and I just want to thank you for that, and then everything that you have done throughout the years. I appreciate you. Bro.
No,
Thank
and I
you.
appreciate that.
That's the one that you.
Yeah, the one that I don't put on. I feel like I just like to have it there, like just sitting there.
Just save it,
It's-
right?
yeah, it's clean. It's like
it's dope.
pristine and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe when you blow up Drake level,
Yeah.
then I can like sell it on
Then
eBay.
sell
Or
Yeah, I
some
was
shit.
about to
And
say.
I'll just give you a new one. I'll just give you another one.
Man, that's a hard shirt though. Like
Hell
That
I
one was
like,
a nice shirt.
Yeah, I love it, bro. And I always want to have that one, like, no matter how many years down the line, like, I always want to have that one available, like, the KPOG, like, merch vintage t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
For
badass.
sure.
and we can always make more. I mean, you're a graphic designer now too, so
Now I am.
it's cool, but
Hell yeah.
but yeah, like I had told Mauricio, I was like, hey bro, I need these shirts or whatever done and all that, and then he's like, all right, he's like, well, I have like KP stuff in front of you, and then I'm just like, damn, dog, you gonna do me like that, bro?
Who was the one who told you about the shirts?
Yeah, 3.
3 a.m.
Yeah, because he's been waiting on his shirt too, and then they were the ones
yeah.
getting made after yours. So
Oh,
yesterday,
okay.
it was yesterday, right? Yeah, he was talking about like,
That's
damn, I'm folding all these
funny.
shirts that caused like me not to get my shirt. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
look at us. Look at us messing everyone up, man. Oh,
it's
damn,
cool,
my
it's
bad.
No, I
Nah.
appreciate the gifts though.
Of
Yeah,
course,
thank
of
you.
course. Yeah. And it was cool because I was like, I definitely wanted to do something that was easy for Mauricio to do, like something one color, not too much hassle. And I really wanted to get my drawings on something. Like, it's
Yeah.
just been a goal of mine forever. I want to start a clothing line with the drawings and stuff. So I'm really happy that I finally, like, this is kind of like the first little, like, seed of it. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's dope.
when people do that, like they draw their own like designs, because we have somebody else, Saint, right?
Oh yeah, Saint does that
He
too.
draws
Yeah.
them, and I feel like it's so like different.
Yeah.
Because it's not like something you see. Because I have my brand, but mine's very like minimal, like minimal, But he's my designer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's badass though.
The cool
Yeah.
thing about like the drawing part of it is that it's unique. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
to like the person like that does it. So I feel like I have that style. Like this is like that's my style that I continuously be drawing. So I think it's cool that like I can finally share. I've been wanting to share
Yeah.
this with the world.
No,
So
yeah.
man, I'm so
That's
happy.
dope.
What made you pick this color?
I felt like it was the color that related most to everything as a whole for the project, as far as like the imagery that we were doing in the videos, the fact that it was 2 females, the fact that I wanted to call it flavors, in the beginning, the fact that I see that it's so colorful. I feel pink is a empowering color, you know what I mean? Like if you're a guy or a girl and you wear pink, it's like it's a statement, you know? So I really like that too. So I really wanted to run with pink, and I haven't ran with pink yet. I usually do like yellow, you know, because yellow is my favorite color, so I try to do yellow on anything I can. But this time I was like, nah, like let's go loud, let's go hot for the summer.
Yeah, because the pink is very vibrant. Like it's a really cool.
It's like a neon pink.
Yeah,
it's a cute pink.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
hard.
I like it.
Thank you. And it mixes well with other pinks. Yeah, you guys have to take pictures.
Whenever we take the picture.
I feel like I'm too dark for this.
Oh, no.
This color.
Don't shy away from it, bro. Trust me.
Yo,
Threezy pulls it off. He already wore it. They both
yeah?
been wearing them. Yeah, they guys can pull them off too. Don't be scared of the pink, okay?
No, I'm saying when we take the picture in the garage.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then we could just put them on.
We can wear
Man, it's going to be... I'll turn it on right now. I didn't turn on the AC in there.
Oh, okay.
It's hot as hell in there. But... It's going to be like Burger House in there.
Oh, man.
So, well, real fast on the current project, how you said that you used to do like the whole lyrical stuff before, and now this one's more like energy, and, you know, do you feel like in order to succeed in the music industry, you kind of have to like dumb it down a little bit like that?
I think that you have to be versatile and be able to adapt in certain situations, right? Yeah. So like I wanted to come to the summer with just a fun time for people, but like I said, when it gets colder and it's time for people to wind down and get cuddly, like I want to like speak in your ear about something, and I'm definitely going to bring back that like deeper emotion, that deeper concepts kind of thing like that. So I think that helps an artist go farther when you can be versatile, like, because if you're just dumbing it down all the time, then there's nothing for people to really hold on to, and then they're not going to stick around, you know? Yeah. But if you can give them both, where it's like, oh, it's time to party, and then it's like, oh, I can be in my feels on the way home, you know? Like type vibe.
You know, I guess because it's like kind of similar to like Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah, like he'll give you like anything.
He's done that. I mean, because obviously his is more like reggaeton, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like he does right now like the whole summer thing. But he's had songs where people can get like...
So I feel like he's super like melodic and like rhythm and stuff. Yeah. Not too much lyrical though. Like I feel like he doesn't spit like that, you know what I mean? But he does make great music that's like made for a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he's always a vibe. It's funny because like I went to a bar in El Paso recently to promote the tape, and they were like, "Well, it's Bad Bunny night," and I'm like, oh, like that's all you play? And he's like, "That's all we play is Bad Bunny tonight." Really? And I'm like, "What?" Like, and it was a vibe the whole time. Like people were turning up. He didn't stop. He like put my song in the middle. You know what I mean? Thank God. But I was just like, man, like I've been vibing to Bad Bunny all night. Period. So it's cool. Like I like his music too. But I think it's all like I think it's important for artists to be versatile, you know, to keep your listeners interested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do a good.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say you do a good Bad Bunny impression.
So we heard.
Don't make me do it. They're gonna kill. They'll murder me, bro. I can't do it.
You can do it off camera.
I'll do it off camera. I'll show you my impression.
I'm gonna keep that camera recording shit. Keep my phone like this, like.
Oh no! Everyone will be so upset with me.
What are you gonna ask?
That as an artist, because we've had like other people come on here before. Do you feel like you got lucky, or like you were like smart enough to like where you're able to have creative freedom? Because we've had people where they've talked about it, right?
I guess you're talking about like signing.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't call it luck. I've definitely like, you know, made mistakes and had to learn from them. I've had setbacks. I've had, you know, definitely things that I had to double back on and work towards and stuff. So I think that, and I've definitely had people that try to, you know, lock me into something that I maybe feel wasn't like 100% what I wanted to do. So maybe I'm lucky in that way to where I was able to not get so tied down in something. But I think it's also me like trusting myself and knowing what I want, you know, and not letting someone like shape me into something I didn't want to be or like do something I didn't want to do. So it was a lot of me like trusting in myself, even when like everything is like laid out for you, and it's like, well, why not? And I didn't take the bait, and it worked out for me in the end, you know. So it's a lot of trusting yourself in this too.
Sounds like very scary because it's like if you sign a piece of paper, you're like basically done.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's why I tell people, like, if it doesn't feel like, if your gut is telling you no, like, don't, like, trust your gut for real. Because I had to do that. I had to trust my gut at some point, and like it worked out. For real.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly, for sure.
I kind of want to ask, like, because everybody starts out making music like as a hobby, or because it's fun, or they want to try it, you know, or whatever. Do you think you're at a point where, I know you're building your career, but do you feel like you're at a point where now it's like, all right, well, I have to make music because it's my job, or is it because like you're still enjoying it, or do you have to meet certain requirements now where, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
So I think right now I'm in a mix of both, because I feel like I generally make music that I want to make right now, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think that I'm also, sometimes I have to do things because I have to do them, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, like sometimes someone will buy a feature from me, and I want to work on something else, and I'm just like, no, I got to go do that feature. And then that's when I'm like clocking in, you know what I mean? Or when I got to do, I don't know, just things here that as more for like maybe like financial benefit, or like a different kind of benefit for me. Like, I guess those are more like the clocking in kind of moments. But for the most part, thank God, like I feel like I'm creating stuff that because I want to do it.
okay.
And as you mentioned the features, how does that work? Like, if you don't want to do one, can you just say no, or do you have to listen to it first?
Yeah,
or
I like to listen to it to make sure like I agree with it, because I've gotten features before that I was just like, they were just talking about something like I wasn't like, didn't want to be a part of, or like, look bro, no, I'm turning it down. But for the most part, like if your business is right, like let's do it, you know.
yeah, because it's kind of like with him as an artist, like with everything, you don't want to do corny, like
I don't want to do corny shit. I hate when people hit me up.
You gotta turn down things sometimes. For sure.
Yeah. So everybody that on the feature thing, like that, somebody that's interested in doing a feature with you has to go through.
Yeah. Hit up DS Junior if you want to get a feature from me. Hit the number. It's the link in my Instagram bio, and we can set it up. But I also don't have a bunch of time. Oh, look, there's a car.
Sorry, y'all know where we live.
So I really don't have time to do a bunch of free work. You know, this is how I eat. I'm a full-time artist. So sometimes people get upset when I like tell them like, oh, I charge for features, you know. And I would understand if like I also had a job, or like I was, you know, trying, like this was my hobby, but this is what I do, you know. So you're not gonna go into, you know, I don't know, like a nail salon and just be like, you know, like hook me up.
Yeah.
But if your business is right and I like the track, I'm going to jump on it.
You know, I think it's because people don't realize that time is money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's because it's not like a physical product, maybe, that they probably think that they need you to hook them up or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
And that's what I think, right, with people.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, man, like sometimes I would love to do some things like, and I don't even have time for those, where I'm just like, man, like this chick's coming up and she gave me a song and I really want to do it, but it's just like, man, I gotta work this and I gotta do that. And sometimes I just never get to some things that I even want to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when people are asking for handouts, especially if they haven't worked, like they haven't earned it, like I'm just like, man, like come on, like what do you like? You don't even respect what I do at that point. So that's how I feel about that.
And I feel like aside from like time being money and stuff, I feel like it's also your image. So it's like, I feel like as an artist, your image and how you present yourself is like a huge part of that, because that's what people like. You're gonna start seeing people that look up to you and like, oh, you know, KP has her hair long, or her nails done, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like your image and who you work with kind of plays into the features, you know,
for
as
sure.
well. So
yeah, that's another thing too, is like sometimes I'll get features like, they know we'll go through the process of me actually laying down the verse, and then they want to ask for a video, and I'm like, video's not free, bro. Like, I need to get an outfit, I need to do my hair, I need to do my makeup, I need to get my net, like exactly everything, you know what I mean? And it's just like they don't know what to do at that point. Yeah, it's like, come on, like, you know, like I gotta stay. I gotta be who I am for sure. It doesn't matter if it's a feature or not. So, but I respect people who respect me. You know, people that are down for paying me for my time, and you know, and you're dope. Like I'm not someone that's just like saying no. You know.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just all about the respect, you know. So it's like I respect you, you respect. I respect what you do. You respect what I do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You mentioned hobbies earlier. Do you have any hobbies that are like not music related?
So I have a few things that I do. I don't know if they were like considered hobbies, but there's some things that I'm doing right now. Like I just became a plant mom. Oh. So yeah, so now I'm trying to learn how to take care of this plant. His name's Little Friend because you know he's my little friend, and like I'm trying. Like he's a little sad right now because I went on I went on a trip to El Paso and I came back. He's a little dehydrated, but I'm trying to get him back. But yeah, so I'm doing that. And it's really fun for me actually. Like I'm really like I talk to him and stuff. So
it's like a challenge.
It's like a challenge, yeah. And he's like my kid. Like I don't got a pet or nothing, so I'm just like, all right, this is take care of him. So I'm a plant mom now.
That's crazy because my dad brought me one. He's like, hey,
chiles.
He's like, yeah, the chiles, and he's like, hey, check the back seat. And I'm like, oh shit, like it's a plant, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, I brought it for you, and I'm like, bro, I'm like, I think it's gonna die, bro. Like it's like I won't take care of it, you know,
and then
like.
He came inside and he's like, hey, I got y'all a plant, and then I'm like,
I gave him
to you. He's like, would you water it? I'm like, man, I don't even water our dog. He does that. Like,
the animal cruelty, bro.
No, like
that's her. I water my dog.
It's our
water
dog.
my dog, like.
Or give her water. It's like,
yeah,
he does that, you know.
Yeah.
Because when I go, like, she'll be jumping on me and scratching me, and I'm just, she's a pit bull, you know. So she's like big.
Yeah.
So she's too heavy for me.
Oh man.
So he's always like,
y'all gotta water y'all dogs, man. Like,
so yeah, no.
So
I
so
feel
you do the plant mom.
So I'm a plant mom now.
What type of plant is it?
It's I took out the tag like to like change his bowl, like his pot. And I didn't put it back, so I forgot what it's called.
So what made it a boy?
I just felt it. You know, I was looking at it. I didn't want to name it a boy or girl yet, and I was looking at it, and we just vibed. And I was like, okay, he's a boy. And I sing to him every morning, and you know what I mean? Like, I take care of him.
That's why I'm asking what type of plant it is, because I know there's plants that if you talk to them, it helps.
Yeah,
right?
they say that it does, you know? So I'm just like, so that's why he's probably sad, because, like, I went on a big, like, little trip and stuff. So I'm trying to bring him back. That's my like little hobby now. Other than that, like I like to read, I like to study, I really like to learn, like any chance that I can. So if I'm like watching like interviews, I'm watching like TED Talks, I'm watching like my favorite artists like on stage, I'm watching like, I just always try to learn. I'll even type in like rap 101 on YouTube just to like sharpen up, you know, all the time. So I love to learn for sure. So there's that. I love Office Depot. So
why?
I just like office supplies, you know what I mean? Like I love all that. Like I want a whole like bookshelf of like all office supplies. Like
really?
Yeah.
That's
just like a nerd.
Very random.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, right? I don't know.
Because I feel like when I go to the store and I see office supplies, I'll be like, oh, I need that.
Exactly.
You know, I need
right?
that, but then I don't use it though.
But you
right?
always think
you're
you
like,
need
I need
it.
those sticky notes. I mean, they might help me. You know,
you know me, I'm very like, oh, if I have a coupon for it, it's meant to be. But
Exactly.
if I don't, then it doesn't work.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. Don't take me to Office Depot. Don't take me to the office supply section, because I will take something, like I will buy a bunch of stuff. Like I don't know why.
She needs to go to Dirt Cheap, right?
Oh yeah,
What?
Dirt Cheap.
So there's like there's this store like literally just going straight down like
It's
on
down
Edgebrook,
the
and it
street.
becomes Fairmont. It's like super cheap. Like you get like office supplies for like half, 70% off.
No
like,
way.
70%, 80% off.
Oh,
like,
I'm about to
So
hit it
that's
up.
where
I'm about to
we
hit
don't
it
even
up.
go to Office Depot, right? Because
I never set foot in there. But I've been there, but yeah, we don't go there like that.
I'm
Like,
the one that goes to buy the copy paper and stuff like that.
Okay. I definitely hit that up then for sure.
No,
Yeah.
you really do, because
It's hard.
everything's like super cheap there. you know?
Nice.
I'm very big on like deals, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, good to know, because I love deals too. So I like hitting up like the thrift stores. You know what I mean? Like even the Goodwill. I'll be up in the Goodwill, like the
that's
cheap
all me
thrift
right
stores
there.
and stuff for
No,
sure.
yeah,
Because you never know.
Yeah, because you know our son, he like when he was like when I was pregnant, up until he was 1, everything was from like Carter's, Old Navy, like, you know?
Yeah.
And then as soon as he turned 1 or right before he turned 1, everything in his closet literally came from the thrift store.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's good for the
Was
planet.
vintage down.
Yeah, our son is literally
Yep.
like his all his outfits are like vintage at the school because he started school last year I guess.
Yeah.
Well, this year. And his teacher's like, "Oh my God, Mom, his outfits are always so cute."
Oh, period. Fresh and clean all the time.
And right now he has braids, so
Yeah, he just got his braids done today.
Oh man, how cute!
so
That is
the
adorable.
thrift is for sure like a good spot.
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that like I'm finding stuff and like repurposing things as well. You know, like I love that. I love to go shopping and finding like stuff like that, and I love like thrift stores more than like
Yeah, for
regular
sure.
stores.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, probably shopping as well. Just like not even expensive stuff. Like I know there's expensive thrift stores, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
No, yeah.
But
Other than that, I draw too. Like, you know, I draw this. But I mostly, like, a majority of my time is spent doing music, something
No, for
for
sure.
music. It's if I'm not creating it, I'm helping with the vocals. Like, I'm helping like cutting them up. I'm helping with the mix. I'm usually right next to them when they're mixing it and like putting the content together. I'm like putting outfits together, practicing my show. Like it takes a lot of my time. So
Yeah.
when I do find that little time, like I do like, you know, like I'll take like Zen time and like stuff like that
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
that's badass.
Yeah.
But that was the alarm, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back in just a few.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, guys. So we were talking about her plant, you know,
Yeah.
some other topics, Milo's chip bag.
Yeah. But back to the other topics.
I did want to
Yeah.
ask you, what is like a day in your life like as an artist?
A day in the life, it's like I basically wake up, I go work out, and then I sit down and I write a verse. Like that's how I start my day. And then after that, like I really see, like it depends what I'm doing at the moment. So like, so for instance, right now I'm rolling out the project right now, my mixtape. So then I'll start going on socials. Like I try not to do socials first thing in the morning, like so so I can like get my mind awake and stuff. But as soon as I hit socials, like I'm answering people back. I'm like keeping up with people. I'm seeing what content I gotta post, and just staying on top of that. And that takes a lot of time of my day for sure.
So you run your social media page by yourself?
Yeah, well, I definitely have help with like my manager DS Junior and 3 a.m. Like they help me like, you know, stay on top of things for sure. But yeah, I'm in there like I'm trying to comment back as much as I can, like myself, you know, because I know like the fans really like that. So I'll be in there and like,
Yeah, because it's
commenting.
kind of like sometimes like we'll be looking at people and then it's like they don't even reply back or
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like damn, like, but I think it is nice when I see that they do.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
And I know like a lot of fans, like people have gone to my shows and just be like, I came because you commented back to me. And I'm like, what? Like imagine I didn't comment back to them. Like they wouldn't have even been at the show.
Yeah.
So like I always like I'm very
That's so
appreciative.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like little things like that, you never know what someone's gonna appreciate. So I appreciate the love. Like I try to give the love back as much as possible for sure. Other than that, like I just try to stay on my grind, like whatever I need to, whatever I can, planning my trips, planning my outfits and stuff like that. Writing as much as I can. When I take a break, I try to learn. So yeah, this is what I just think. Eat, breathe, think music. Basically, that's what I do.
So do you guys like schedule like your whole week or your whole month, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I have this like calendar in my kitchen. It's like a big whiteboard, and then we have like the month laid out. Like anytime something comes up, I like write it in and like we'll kind of plan things out on it and stuff. So that's like, so that way I know what's coming up, because before I had that, it was like I was just like it was too much, you know?
Yeah.
So now this kind of helps me keep like organized and stuff. I have a planner as well, and I feel like when I write stuff down versus just typing it, like I remember more and like,
Okay.
you know, so I try to write it down.
I try to. We have a calendar too where it's like I write everything down. Like, hey, our bills are due this day, this amount, and this is when we have a party. You know this.
Yeah, it's cool because I think like your brain for some reason is like paying attention when you're writing versus when you're typing. It's like you're not like writing it, you know, it's not remembering exactly. So yeah, I don't really like online calendars, so I like try to keep it on like in paper or like on the board. So yeah, keeping organized is big, like especially to like avoid like mishandling time and procrastination and stuff. So I try my best to like handle my time wisely for sure.
Damn.
No, I was gonna say because I'm a big advocate, like as far as like scheduling and having everything organized like that.
Yeah.
But do you ever struggle with like if you don't get something done? I don't know how busy your days are, but I know I try to. There's some days where I cram a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't get done, I just like put it to the next day.
Yeah.
But then it just becomes a
Keeps
whole like
going over,
and I'm
going
just
over.
like, damn, like I need
Does
to
that
stop
stress you out?
Yes.
Because we've met people that we've told that we both, because he has a to-do list and I have a to-do list, right? Very different to-do lists.
Yeah.
But we've met people where they're like, if I don't get it done the day of, like it gives them anxiety or something.
Yeah, I try not, because I already have anxiety, you know what I mean? That's why I try to be as organized as possible, because mess just like it, like freak out, you know what I mean? So I definitely feel that staying organized is important, and I think that the fact that I want to do that, like I'm focusing on that, and I definitely feel that it helps my team as well, and it helps everyone realize what's going on, like, and it doesn't have to be a big old mess, because sometimes, like especially when I'm out promoting like days in a row, I'm like a mess in my like environment, you know what I
And
mean?
promoting, you mean like you have to go to like spots and like
Yeah, like appearances or
really?
getting people, like networking, like even just meetings. Sometimes I have to do a meeting. Like today I did a podcast earlier, and I'm just like, so, and then I got the club tonight. So, but it's expected, because that like it's promotion time right now. So I'm already like mentally prepared for this. So I accept it, like what's coming with this. So it doesn't really stress me out, because I know it's coming. But if I don't know what's coming and it's a mess, like I'm definitely stressing out for sure. Man, like these guys have seen me like stressed. So I think sometimes I'm a perfectionist as well, you know, like.
Well, let's shout them out real quick, because we didn't in the
we're
first part.
supposed to.
Okay. So I got my manager here, Diaz Jr.
Behind the cameras.
Yeah, behind the camera. And then I got my DJ 3 a.m. over here. He's also an artist, by the way.
So with the scheduling, like we're not really good at it. So sometimes when the days do get really busy, the thing that we forget to do is eat.
Yep. Yep. We don't schedule eating time. So it'll be like I run a whole day, and then I'm at the club, have to be there till 2 a.m, and I'm like, bro, I literally had coffee today. Like that's all. Like really, is that what really happened today? Like we will forget to eat, and then I'm eating after the club, you know? So
we're like choking each other mad.
yeah, we're like pissed. We're hangry. I'm like, why am I so angry right now? Like, oh, we didn't eat today,
Like,
fool.
man, you're not yourself until you eat a Snickers. Like
Yeah,
that. Like,
exactly.
Well, if y'all ever are out like super late, just come down like the street, like on Edgebrook, and the food is always gonna hit the spot.
Man, I need to try
it's
it.
just always
If
busy.
y'all are around
Tonight's probably
around
gonna be busy. Tomorrow's gonna be busy too.
they're
Nice.
always busy, like literally.
It's crazy.
You'll see whenever you're driving down, like you'll be like, oh shit, there must be good, because they got a long ass line.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Dope.
you know,
I want to
'cause-
check that out for sure, you guys. Like, so is it a bunch of taco trucks as well as like that restaurant, or is it a
So
bunch of restaurants?
basically, it's only like taco trucks and maybe like 3 restaurants.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but you know,
But it's a hot spot. Like a lot of people come down here.
yeah, especially because there's like this club right here, and the other like Chilo's is like down the street, like, you know, ghetto as fuck.
No, I like Chilos, but that Chilos, man, it's crazy. It gets crazy packed. Like
His mom wanted to go celebrate her birthday there, and Roland's like, "What, you want to do cocaine there?"
yeah, allegedly though. Like,
No.
but it's crazy because at the peak of like COVID, while everything's closed, they're fucking having people there like
Yeah, like
crazy,
when, you know, when
packed
COVID
out. I
said
was like,
everybody stay inside, don't go out, limit 50, percent of the amount of people are allowed in the restaurant.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't give a fuck. It was like full on blast, full of people.
Wow.
I don't know how they do it.
But I mean, it must be good, I guess, because it's always packed.
I need to try it. I need to try like more taco spots, because I know one taco spot that's like our go-to here is Taconazo in the north side, and that's like for sure like on point. But I need more. I definitely need more Houston taco
Yeah,
spots.
because that's north side.
yeah.
I feel like we don't go north side too much,
But for sure, if y'all
Down
are
here,
like
yeah.
down here, it's Edgebrook is the taco spot.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Edgebrook.
like Edgebrook is like literally like nothing but taco trucks everywhere, and it's just like we always tell them, like, if y'all want to eat, like if y'all are out here, like we told Anna Mays, and we're like,
Yeah.
if y'all are hungry, just stop right there, because
Nice.
It's like fucking
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm down.
They were
down.
hyped. They're like, oh shit, we're about to go then, you know.
And I'm a
But-
foodie. Like, I love trying new spots. I love trying good food. Like,
What's your favorite?
I think I really love wings. Wings, yeah. Wings and
Welcome to the
fries.
family.
You guys like wings too?
Yeah, that's like our favorite.
Exactly right. It's like you can't go wrong. You get all the flavors. It's just like, man, and the fries and the beer, you know. So
That's
love
how
it.
we came
Yeah.
up with this podcast.
Really.
We were at Hooters and we were just like, all right, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Or we
Oh.
brainstorm.
That's where we
Right.
brainstorm. Honestly, we go there and we brainstorm and we just come up with a bunch of shit.
I like that.
Because some people are like Hooters, and we're like, yeah, it's just
It's just a
him.
vibe, you know. It's like I don't even give a fuck. No, but honestly, I don't even care about the girls and nothing like that. It's just
Shit, I
like
hope
just
not.
having the wings. No, it's just literally having the wings and the mug of beer and shit, and you're just like, I don't
Yeah.
know, like it's chill.
And then
You know,
our
it's a
son,
vibe and
when
shit.
you know, he's with us all the time,
Yeah.
right? So he's like there just, and the girls are always so nice to him. Sometimes
Aw.
we make jokes because our son sits with him, and we're like, they probably think I'm just like a girlfriend, and like that's your son,
Because he doesn't, it's not sitting next to
because he's just like not sitting next to me, so he'll be sitting next to him, and he's just there chilling, like, you know. They bring him like a fucking ton shits of apple juices, and we're like
Aw.
drinking beer and just brainstorming. Like,
That's
Yeah.
dope.
we'll be like, all right, you know, pull out our phone, our notes. We're like, oh, what are we gonna do next, or what's the idea, or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's a good meal to like do that too as well, because it's
Yeah.
like you love it, and it's also vibe. It's also like a, like, I don't know, it's just like a
yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
Honestly,
get it
I don't know. I don't know
going,
what
yeah.
it is though. Like it's just like I don't know, just being there. I don't even pay attention to what's going on or nothing. It's just being there with the food and shit, and it's like the drinks.
I think we
don't
just
know,
made
but-
it our spot. Like when you
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
spot, like it's just like, and it's the group of people. To me, it's just him and our son, and it's just like you just vibe whether you know
yeah.
wherever you
It's
are.
like comfortable and like, you know, exciting for you guys.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What about you? Are you the only girl like on your team?
On the team, yeah. I have worked with this other female. Her name is Wish You Could, or Joss. What's up, Joss? All of 2021 we lived together in LA. She's working hard to become a PR. She's managing an artist right now in Atlanta. Like she really helped me a lot with a lot of things I had to do last year. Like she helped me with fashion, with makeup. Like she was helping me make connections, network. She helped me meet a bunch of producers. Like she's just a woman that wants to work like behind the scenes of the music industry. So it was a really dope ass year to have her on the team. And she's really like one of the first females that we had on the team. So that was really cool. And now she's like gone off to Atlanta to like pursue her career out there.
That's
so
badass.
yeah.
'Cause I was gonna ask you, since you are the only girl, like I know girls are more organized than guys.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So is that like the case, or
Yeah. She helped me. Like she helped me become more organized and more like kind of like, because she understands a lot of things that maybe the guys on my team don't understand, which they don't. Like there's things that girls understand, you know. So she was like helping me a lot with that, and then it took the weight off of the guys' shoulders, because they don't. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do, like with my, I don't know my outfit. I went through 20 outfits, and they're just
yeah,
like the
because I was
first
gonna
one
ask
looked
you that
good.
too. Like yeah,
Yeah,
they don't get it.
Yeah,
But
they don't get it. Like, no, I did it.
Didn't you see my boob didn't look as good as on the second one?
Yes, exactly. And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, like with this shirt, she's like, should I put it on or should I like tie it? I'm like, just tie it. She's like, I don't
No.
know. I mean, do I put it on?
No, it's
Or-
like, I had it tied because we went to check out the pop-up like setup, and then I'm like, should I put it on? Because I knew I was gonna be cold, but surprisingly, I'm not that cold. Because I'm always like cold in here, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, should I put it on? And then he's like, just tie it. It looks the same. But I think now he knows just to not tell me.
I just choose one.
Yeah,
honestly.
he'll
I
just
was
choose
like-
one.
Oh,
And it'll
okay.
make it easier. Because before it was like, no, like, tell me what you like. Like, tell me which one looks better.
Yeah.
She'll come out with two shoes. This one or this one. I'm like, that one.
Now
Like, it's
I-
just easy. Like that one. Boom.
Yeah, now I ask my son because he'll be like,
he'll be honest.
No, because then
Yeah,
he comes
he'll
to
be
me and he's like, Papi, this one. What do you want? And I'm like, oh
What do
my
you
God.
want?
Bro.
yeah, he'll do that. But it's just like, just tell me yes or no. That's it. Like, but I get it
Yeah.
because some guys don't get it. Like,
Yeah, and they
you
don't
know.
even care, you know? And I'm like, care. Give me a second, bro. Nah, but yeah, so that was really cool to have her around. And yeah, shout out to Joss for sure. Like, she definitely helped me a lot. And but now that it's back to me, like, I am like the only female on the team again. But it's cool because I feel that I know what I'm doing, you know. Like, I feel like I know what how I want to express myself and how, you know, I want to handle my things and stuff. I've becoming in this past year, it helped. Like, I definitely feel like I've evolved into like a little more of like who I want to be, you know,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like you had to learn fashion
Yeah, for sure.
because of like for your appearance?
For sure, 100%. Like, you have to learn, because you have to have your own style. Like, it like everyone like tries to like do what the other person's doing, and I don't really like to do that. Like, I want to do something where it's like unexpected in a little way, but still like something that looks true to me, not just like I'm wearing a costume or anything like that. Because sometimes when you wear stuff that's not like you look like you're just wearing a costume, you know what I mean? So I want to avoid that 100% and just like be in my own being.
And you feel like you were always like that, or how did you get to the point where you could do that? Because I saw you wearing like I think you were doing a recording and you were wearing like an orange top.
Yeah.
Like, do you just feel like when did you feel like you were confident enough to just be like, fuck it, this is me? Like,
it took time for sure, because I think that when I first started, I didn't know like my style, you know what I mean? And it took a lot of just like trying things and being honest with myself of what I liked, you know, versus like sometimes you wear something because you think you're supposed to or because someone else is wearing it, but then like be honest with yourself. Like, do you like this? Like, and I threw out a lot of clothes, you know, like throughout the years, like, cause I'm like, I don't even like this. Like, why do I have it? So like, it's like throwing out stuff and really like refining your wardrobe and like making sure that every time you step out, it's like, whether I'm in baggy pants or I'm like in an outfit with heels and stuff, like I always want it to represent me, you know? So that's very, very important to me, because I never want people to be like, she's trying to be this person or she's trying to be that person. I always want people to be like, oh no, KP got her own style for sure.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so whenever I first heard of you, it was through obviously GT Garza. So
Yeah.
shout out GT.
Shout out GT.
Damn, I don't know what happened to this camera.
I know, I'm looking at it like, and it's like black.
But let me see.
Okay.
This is carpool on that.
Oh, really?
Fine. That's fine. We don't need it. But whenever he had first told me about you, he's like, oh yeah, I have this girl from El Paso, she's coming down, you know, whatever, like you should come through. And that's when I met y'all at his house, you know.
Yeah.
And but whenever he had told me about you, I went through your profile and everything, and I was like doing my research and everything. And so like, yeah, like your look back then is way different from how you look now, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like as an artist, yeah, your music changes and stuff, but also your appearance and everything.
Sure.
So
For sure.
it's pretty crazy. So
a thing that I feel also that helped me was the fact that I learned, like, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I went
You are?
Yeah. So I learned how to do hair and makeup and all of that. So I was able to incorporate that into my artistry. And then I feel like I got lucky on that, because when I became a cosmetologist, I did it to make money. I also enjoyed it, you know what I mean? One day I want to open a salon, just because that's how much, like, I actually, if I wasn't doing music, I'd be cutting hair for sure. And like, I'd probably have my own salon by now, you know? But I think that just that knowledge helped me, like, evolve my look even further, because like a lot of times I meet a lot of artists who are, you know, girls that they have to go get it done, and it's always like it's always a price tag with that. And it's sometimes you can't do it all the time. Like sometimes you can't like do things for free for sure, because like you have to get it done. And luckily, like, I'm someone that knows how to do it. And it's definitely helped me save a lot of money, a lot of time, and it's helped me evolve my look for sure.
Yeah, damn, that's badass. Like, so then, since you did that first before you wanted to become like an artist? Or?
Yeah, well, I started making music when I was in beauty school. Yeah, so like it was crazy. It kind of just all like I had already started beauty school. I was in there for a little while, and that's when I started making music. And I was just like, damn, like it just kind of worked. So then after I graduated, I worked at a salon. And I was saving all my money to move out of town, like to go pursue music full time.
So I kind of want to touch on like the just your history. So if you could summarize, like, because I don't want to ask like the same old questions, you know. So
Yeah.
if you could summarize like from where you started in El Paso and how you met your team and stuff,
Yeah.
and then to where you are now, moving. I mean, because you made a move to Houston, right?
Yeah.
But now you're just like everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you could summarize like from when you started, what got you into music up to now?
So I started because I was just I would write. I would just write like journal. I would write poems. I would do like just writing all the time, and then that turned into like rhymes, and I spit those rhymes, and I started rapping with the guys in the hood. And then I went to a legit studio, and that's in that first studio, like legit studio, that's when I met my team. And so I was at, the guy's name is Cass, my first producer, Cass. Shout out to Cass. He introduced me to 3 a.m., Mikey Cloud, and DS Jr. And like after we met in the studio, we decided to work together, and that's the rest is history. We started working together. We made noise in the city. I became a cosmetologist. I saved my money, and me and DS Jr. moved to Vegas, and we pursued music full time.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shit,
So
Vegas, I
why
didn't know-
Vegas?
Because I felt like, so DS already had connections in Vegas, and I also felt like it was a good first city to move to that we could adjust out of El Paso, because the living cost is also like comparable, you know, like to El Paso, and it wasn't like LA like fully, even though LA's like, well, like in 2 hours, maybe an hour, I don't know exactly, but LA's right there. So I was like, if I want to go to LA, it's right there, but I'm not like just going into the belly of the beast, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was another reason. And I was also on the same coast, you know, like I wasn't too far from my family. It was like, it was a good like baby step, I feel, out of El Paso, but still a big step. So that's why we decided to go to Vegas first. And then in 2018, 2018, I believe, that's when me and DS Jr. moved into an RV, which we called the Honey Whip. And we toured for 2 years in it around America. We went everywhere. We took it to New Orleans. We went to Nashville. We went to Atlanta. We went everywhere. And during our trip in the Honey Whip, that's when GT found us, and he invited us on tour. So that's how we ended up with GT 20 city tour. He took us to Houston, and we started making noise out here. Yeah.
Do you feel like being in Houston has like helped you? Like,
For sure, bro. Yeah, for sure. Especially because like Texas, I feel, is a big part of my artistry. And I feel like Houston is kind of like the hip hop heartbeat of Texas, for sure. So I feel like I always felt like I had to be here. And before G brought me down here, I had never been, and I always wanted to. And I was just like, man, like that's where the heart of Texas, you know, like the music scene, that's what it is. So I always wanted to be down here, but never had the opportunity. And then once I was down here, I was like, oh man, I want to live here. Like this is definitely my like second favorite city in Texas, you know, besides El Paso.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I love it. I love it.
man, that's crazy. Because I feel like Houston, I don't know, like, I feel like I haven't even been everywhere in Houston. You
Oh
know?
yeah, it's so huge.
It's a big city.
I know.
yeah.
We'll be driving. I'm like, oh, we're right here, and he'll be like,
I get lost.
yeah,
I'm
he's
not
lost.
gonna
It's so
lie.
annoying. I'm just
I
like,
use GPS for everything.
damn,
I
you
use
were
GPS
like
to
here,
go to
like,
Burger
your whole
House, bro.
life.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's so big. I think like 5 El Pasos fit in Houston, bro. Like something
shit.
like that, like 5 or 6. Like it's so much bigger than what I'm used to. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. I still like, I haven't seen even a lot of the sides of Houston, you know? So I really like,
was this your first time coming down here, or are y'all are always like on the north side?
yeah, no, I've been around here because GT is around you a little bit, right? I've been kind of around this area. I go to the north a lot because I know Money Mike's from the north, so like I'm over there in the Woodlands, like wherever the homies are, like that's where like I kind of know more. I don't know about like exploring, like I haven't explored a lot of like other corners of Houston, but I definitely like want to, a bit besides downtown, you know what I mean? I've been downtown for sure.
Yeah, because we were going, because I was like raised in Magnolia, and we were just like there right now because we were like on navigation. I'm like, oh my god, it's changed so much, because I feel like downtown's coming into like the hood, because Magnolia was like the hood.
Yeah, it's
hood.
like slowly creeping
So-
that way, you know. It's
Yeah.
like they're rebuilding a
So-
bunch of stuff.
So
and it's like-
it's like it's like you'll see like a lot of the houses that were so old, like now everything's like becoming so modern.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, damn, like we used to go to high school like over there, and like navigation never had like all these restaurants, and I was like, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
It's cool. I like that area. I like it out there. That's actually where I'm at, Magnolia. So like, but everything's there. I never gotta leave.
Well, it's a different spot.
It's a different
'cause,
spot. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're out there.
Yeah,
Magnolia,
with like
and
woodlands, right?
No,
Yeah.
like this is Magnolia, like the hood.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's
okay,
like
okay.
it's like heavy Latino, heavy Hispanic like area, and
Yeah, like
so it's a lot of
like,
it's a lot of art,
like
a lot
heavy
of art.
old school.
Nice.
Like old school, like
Yeah.
like literally.
It's like
You
an
got
old
the
part of Houston, right?
Michoacanas out
yeah,
there.
it's like an old part of Houston. Like it's here. If you're from Houston and you're like, oh yeah, I'm from Magnolia, they won't think of where you're at. They'll think you're Magnolia, the hood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, you want to go on a quick break, the last break, and then
Okay, we'll be back, guys.
sir.
And we are back, guys.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, like, in the remainder of the year, like, what goals do you have? Like, what goals do you have for the remainder of the year? And then, like, what are your long-term goals? Where do you see yourself, like, 5 years? I don't know.
So I think for the remainder of the year, I want to drop my plan. I hope to drop 2 more EPs so I can build my catalog, give my fans something that they can just keep jamming out, all year and stuff, not get tired of anything. I haven't dropped a project since 2019, which was Raw Gold Honey. So I finally put this one out, and I don't want to stop. Like, I don't want to stop putting out. I want to be consistent with that. The pandemic really slowed that down for me, and now I just want to go full force with it. So hopefully I get to put out these 2 EPs that I already got in the tuck out. Other than that, I want to tour as much as possible. So like, if y'all want me on your shows, if you want, you definitely hit me up, hit the number in my Instagram, and let's get it booked, because I want to perform. I love performing. Other than that, like, I hope to get a bunch of features, like bigger features, bigger shows, bigger everything. I hope to reach 100K this year on Instagram. I'm trying really hard. Like,
Where are you at right now?
I'm at 72.
Oh,
yeah.
you probably
Oh, yeah,
make
you
it.
probably
Hopefully,
hit it.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm trying really hard. So definitely follow me, guys. I need that follow, because I need to reach 100K before. the end of the
TikTok's
year.
blowing up too, right?
Yeah, TikTok's
so
going.
I feel like that could
Follow
help
me on
too.
TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, like, I'm just going, I'm just hustling, I'm grinding, like, creating. I'm gonna get in the studio with another producer, which I really respect. His name is Amnesia. So shout out to Amnesia. We're gonna get some work in, bro. We already got some jams going, so I definitely want to do that. I was in a movie in February. I acted in a movie.
Oh, I
So-
seen y'all were posting a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So I just did that, and that was my first acting like gig, and I
So
loved
you know how to
it.
act?
They said it was my
I
first
want to be an
one.
actor so bad.
Yeah,
bro,
it
like,
was fun, man. Like, it was
dope.
definitely.
What was like a scene, kind of like,
I can't give away. Let me see what I can tell you.
or what were you playing? Just like,
Oh, so I'm like a manager of like a rap group. So like, I think I can tell you guys that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I'm the only girl too. So I was like, bro, this is like basically my role, kind of like, I kind of already am like in this world. So it was really easy for me to adapt to the role. And they said I did really good for my first time, and they're really encouraging me that like, you should keep doing this. Like,
do you want to pursue acting?
definitely. Like, I absolutely want to do it. I want to act. I want to do movies, shows, Netflix, anything like that. Like, anything I can get my hands on as far as acting, commercials. Like, I definitely want to do that for sure. So
Do you feel that when you do your own music videos, it's like acting at the same time?
for sure, I think that's why maybe like it felt a little easy when I did the role, because I was like, I was already used to the camera. I know a lot of people, like, they're not used to the camera being in their face, and then so I was like, I'm already used to the camera in my face. Like, now I can take on the role, fully. So I didn't have to worry about that. So that was cool.
So is that why they say you're a good Bad Bunny?
Oh yeah. No, it's because you know
You're
what
a
it
good
is. No, it's because I do that. You know how he goes, like,
Yeah, he does.
I just be bullshitting with these fools in the car, and I'd be like, say cheese. They're stupid. But yeah, but it's I loved it, bro. I loved it. Oh man, I fell in love with it.
That's
so
badass.
I hope music and acting just like happen simultaneously for me for sure.
Yo, I wasn't expecting that, bro. I thought she was gonna do the Bad Bunny baby. You know that regular shit.
No, it's because I like
The
it.
gas.
I like when
Yeah.
That's the thing. The sound effect is like
I love when he does it. Like, I love that.
Yeah, I'll be
part.
like, damn, he's taking deep ass breaths.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Like,
You know, I like it. It's because it's pure sauce. It's pure sauce. Like, he
I feel
don't
like,
have to do
I
that,
feel like
you
he
know,
don't
but
do
he
it like
does,
that,
and
yeah.
it's tight. I like it.
That's so crazy. It's cool that you want to do like the whole acting, you know, because I feel like not everybody can do that. Like I can't do that. I was in acting class actually for
Really?
in high school. So I would make him like help me come up with like plays, or he would help me like
read her
practice,
lines
Yeah.
and shit.
like read my lines. And I think maybe that's what made you realize you wanted to be an actor.
I was like, damn, I'm a pretty good
'Cause
actor,
he
you
was-
know. Like,
He would really like get into it, and I'd be like, oh my god, it's not that serious, bro. It's high school. Like
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
just
that's
need
why
the
high
credit.
school acting gigs are fucking corny.
I just
like,
need
'cause
the
they don't
credit, like
try.
you know. But yeah, he's a pretty good actor.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
you
You
know,
should do
yeah.
some acting.
Shit, you know.
Do some skits. Y'all should do skits.
Damn, I don't know.
You know,
Do
I'm very,
it.
I'm shy.
I don't even
I'm
know. I don't even know how we have like. I forget the cameras are even here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm very.
But I
like,
used to vlog.
camera
That's why.
shy.
Like I used to vlog,
And
so
he
I
would
would,
vlog.
I always had like the camera on me and stuff. So I feel
Yeah.
like that's how I kind of got used to it. But then like actual acting, I kind of like missed out on the acting gig too, with
Bruh.
Pierre, right?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, he was like, it was years ago, and he was like, hey, I'm shooting a movie at U of H, you know, and I had graduated from U of H and everything. That's where I met him. And he's like, I'm directing this movie, bro. You should come through, you know, like I got a little part for you. And I'm like, all right, bet. And then I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna make it. I came up with an excuse, and I was like, damn, you know, I should have done
See, you
it.
gotta go. You gotta go
Damn,
do
I
it.
fucked up,
You
you know
gotta
what I'm
go
saying?
do
But
No,
it's
it.
cool.
honestly, even like for like to go with GT Garza or whatever, he's always so busy, you know.
Yeah.
And I know because I see it, like I see how busy he is, and like all the work he has to do. So sometimes people invite him, and he'll be like, nah, I'm busy, you know, whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm always the one that's like, you should just go. And then he'll be like, go with me. And I'm just like, well, I don't want to ask somebody to babysit Milo, so just go
Yeah.
by yourself. That's why I've never really gone to like your shows.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then I'm always like, I don't want to ask your mom or my sister. Like, I'd rather save it for like an emergency or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
I
he's
pull up.
always,
I
like,
pull up
pulling
to
it
a
by
lot of things
himself.
like by myself and shit. Like
Yeah.
I pull up to like your stuff. I pull up. I've gone to like studio sessions with Dai Soho. I've gone with GT and stuff, and it's just like I'm just there. Like I'm just like down, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how I built connections. That's how I've been able to meet
For
you.
sure,
You know, like
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's a very
And
like
I always
important thing.
like I tell him that like just go. Like I mean, like I don't care, you know, because to me it's more like I know he's gonna build. It's networking. To
Yeah,
me, you know?
for
It's
sure.
like, it'd be different if he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the club. Just
Exactly.
To go. Like, and I'm just like, because I know he's not like that. So it's like, nah, just go. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
sometimes he'll come back high as fuck.
Especially at GT's.
And he's like, man, I'm so high right now. And I'm just like, I can tell.
But yeah,
That's cool though. That's cool that you guys can have that, and he's like an extension of you. You know what I mean? At the same time, and then you guys are doing the podcast, so the networking is so important. So that's dope
Yeah.
that you guys are doing
Yeah,
that.
no, for sure. The podcast is very like, we just want like, you know, to show people like that there's people like you out there like fucking working all the time. And
Yeah.
yeah, and
if
I
you put the work in, you'll see the results.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I tell a lot of people like we're not a big podcast, you know what I mean? Like, but we're gaining the traction. We're getting a lot of eyes on us and stuff, you know. And like, obviously, I've always been in the mix type shit, and then I'm kind of like bringing her in now, like into this creative world and stuff where
Yeah.
she's meeting all these people. But it's just like this thing where I know it's gonna grow, you know, and I know tomorrow we're gonna like hit a bunch of like different people, and we're gonna have a lot of eyes on us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good look, you know, and it's not like we're gonna start off with 1 million subs, you know,
for
like
sure not.
so
Like we're not, because you know he's
We're working,
very like he is in the mix with like the whole music industry. So
Yeah.
to me, it's like it's always cool because everybody he's brought, like I know he's talked to me about them.
Yeah.
You know, so like with you, like he always just said, oh KP. That's how I know you by like I guess KP
Yeah.
because that's what he calls you.
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
I bring you up a lot like in the other podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
Like half of those maybe.
And the homies,
Yeah.
the homies call me
Yeah, deadass,
KP,
bro.
so you could call me KP. Like, yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, but it's
So.
pretty cool overall. What's something you would tell like a girl artist?
Something I'll tell a girl artist, I would say, focus on your craft more than your looks, because that'll separate you from all the other girls. Being unique in your own artistry, for sure. Don't just try to be like everyone else. I would also say, trust your instincts. If you feel like something's shady, it probably is. If you feel someone's bullshitting you and giving you some impossible deal, it probably is impossible. Don't believe everything someone says, especially if they tell you they're a CEO or they own something or they got money. Like, so a lot of times I learned the hard way that is not true. Always have people with you. Don't go nowhere by yourself. Never be alone. Never, ever, ever be alone. I don't care if you're going to someone's show, if you want to network, if you're going to a meeting and someone invites you to a business dinner, don't go by yourself. You don't have to go by yourself. Like, it's not expected. And if someone expects you to be by yourself, then you don't need to be around them, for sure. And then I guess just keep people around you that build those build with your day ones, for sure, because especially if you're a female and you're coming up and things are starting to look good, like a bunch of men are going to want to come around and try to tell you what to do. You definitely need that support system around you of people that know who you are as you're growing. So I would definitely recommend having your solid day one team with you, for sure. And and just stay strong and believe in yourself. At the end of the day, there's going to be especially women, they're going to try to tear you down, from your music to your look to every single thing. They're going to try to tear you down. They're going to look for every flaw to convince you that you don't belong here. You need to power through that, and then you'll get to where you feel like you belong and where you want to go.
Damn, that was really good. The whole don't go by yourself.
Don't do it.
Honestly, like I've never really thought about it, but yeah, that is so true. Like,
yeah, even if it's you and a homegirl, you know what I mean? Like, I would recommend going, with a homeboy or something. But if it's just you and a homegirl, like, if that's all you can do, like, do it, because, man, like, you can be put in some situations, like you might not get out of, or just like, it's scary, like, you never know what someone wants from you. So especially if you're young, so don't trust people like that. Just don't trust, especially in the music industry, bro. Like, people are shady. I met this one guy who was, I'm not gonna say his name or tell you what group he's from, but he's from a famous group. And I was in LA and he invited me out to make some music. And the first meeting was dope. I took my homegirl with me. We were in the studio. It was a real relaxed vibe. We kind of just freestyled and we ended up coming up with a real dope song. Okay, cool. I go home. He invites me again and but he's like, oh, come over. And I'm like, oh, yeah, dope, for sure, for sure. And then he was just like, I want you all over me. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like I'm not about to go over there to get with you. Like, are we making music or not? Like, and that honestly put me off. Like, I'm not gonna put that song on. I'm not gonna do nothing with that guy anymore, because it's like, first of all, you disrespected me and you treated me like you disrespected my artistry. You don't even respect me as an artist. Like, so no, I don't want to work with you at all. I don't care what group or famous you think you are. Like, you cannot treat me like that. I'm sorry. So yeah, just like that happens a lot.
And that's key though. Like, it does not matter the level of like famous that they are.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't respect, then
no, I did not appreciate that at all. And nah, bro. So it's shady out there. It's shady, and the industry is full of men, bro. So you gotta be careful.
That's what I was asking, because we had animes like the other episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's my girl, Animes. What's up?
and she, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, she said it too. Like, it's hard for like a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, for
So.
sure. Especially because, and then I've run into situations where I was working with a producer, and then he liked me after. But at first it wasn't like that. At first it was cool. Like, let's make music. Okay, we made a bunch of music together. He ended up catching a crush on me, and then we couldn't work after that because he was mad that I didn't like him back. You know what I mean? Like, he got upset.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like offended that I didn't like him back.
Why are guys like that? Why are y'all like that?
But it's crazy because these are things that people don't think about, I guess, like.
Yeah, and that's happened a couple times actually, where the guy gets offended that I don't like respond, and then I'm like doesn't want anything to
And
do
then
with
all
me.
of a sudden, that sweet good girl becomes like, oh my gosh, she's stuck up. And
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And then it's people stop fucking with you, and then it's like, man, just because I didn't want to like hook up with you, like wow.
But yes, for
Yeah.
sure, awareness to never go by yourself.
Situational awareness, ladies, that is so important. Don't be doing nothing by yourself. Especially because we're out here in heels and skirts sometimes. Like, you never know what's gonna happen, especially say you had a good session and they're inviting you somewhere after and it's really late. Like, you don't have to go. That's another thing. Like, at first I feel like I was trying to take every opportunity that came my way, you know what I mean? And then after a while, when I realized, I was like, I don't have to go do that. Like, I already did what I needed to do. I don't need to go party with y'all till 4 a.m. right now. Like, maybe I'm good, like, also pick your opportunities. You don't have to be so like taking everything that they throw at you, so like, just be very smart, trust yourself for sure, because it's a ugly industry, bro. It is.
But it also obviously has like its perks, right?
Definitely. Like, if you learn how to maneuver, you're on your hustle, you're about your grind, you have your team, you're building, you're serious, this industry can reward you in big ways, for sure. And I feel like, because I made my mistakes, but I get back on my track, and I have my team with me, and they're guiding me, and I trust myself. I feel like it's taking me down the road that's going to lead me to my goal, for sure.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
I think we can end it there. I don't know if you want to plug your stuff, your socials, where everybody can find you.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, my name is Krystall Poppin. Krystall with a K and 2 L's. You can find me everywhere at Krystall Poppin. That's Instagram, Spotify, everywhere. I have a website, krystallpoppin.com. You can buy my merch now. Shout out to everybody that helped me get here. Shout out Lion Legacy for, having me out here and doing these things. Shout out my team LFDC. Shout out my fam. Shout out my bro, Trendy Gladiator. He had me dripping in a t-shirt yesterday, so shout out to my brother. And just anybody that's listening to the tape. The new tape Flavors is out now. Make sure you stream that. Help me get to the top, because I'm partnered with an independent label, but I have to fuel this fire on my own in a lot of ways. So every stream, every like, every comment, subscription, like, that helps me in such a big way. I'm still growing. So if you guys definitely can help me in those ways, share my music. Then I got 2 videos out, 32 Flavors, Pistol Poppin'. They just hit the clubs, they just hit the YouTube. So go show some love, show me some comments, and watch the journey. I got a lot more music coming, so stay tuned.
All her information is gonna be in the description below.
Yeah.
So for sure, it'll be a quick, just click the link and go watch her videos and subscribe.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So, all right. Subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. I'm blowing that shit up. I'm trying to be like her, But just follow us, guys. I appreciate y'all watching, and appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you guys for having me. This
Thank
was
you
dope.
for all the stuff.
Oh, yes.
The
You
stuff.
guys
So,
gotta tag me.
Yeah.
When you
We
wear 'em.
definitely will.
Okay.
But that's it.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you guys.
watching.
That's it. Peace.
Yeah.